16 now. We're gonna be with last time in RTF. I can't remember. Last time in RTF, I think we were just hanging out with Aaron. We had a little like slumber party, I think, like a sleepover thingy. I can't remember. I think we're in chapter 16. I think. Well, we'll figure it out. Now, this time, play RTF. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're in chapter 15 only? Oh. Okay, guys, we might not be. I know we're in chapter 16. Okay. The main lobby is as busy as ever. Patients line up in the waiting room while the nurses try to direct them to the proper areas to be treated. Where are we? Oh, who are you? Okay. Good. Oh, we're in. Great. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Fraser. Back already? A small mink greets me from the reception desk. She seems to have taken a liking to me. Every time I pass through, she always tries to strike up a conversation. Afternoon, Meredith. And yeah, I'm just heading over to the cafeteria. I hear they're serving lobster and potato soup today, along with a side of fresh baked bread. Ugh, seafood. Hi, Ruff! Ruff, do you notice anything different about the stream? I might put a customer order, then not a huge fan of shellfish. Always going against the grain, huh? How do you mean? Chat? The chat looks great. Oh, let's go. It's totally not because it broke. My last chat broke. Do you think that it's a little bit distracting because it goes up so far? No, this one is better for sure. I see. I'm gonna do that so it's not so far going up. Okay, I think that's better. So it's not as distracting. It just, I guess it's just, whatever. Anyway. Just a feeling I get from you. I know you're relatively new around here, but the fact that you were recruited for such a high-ranking position tells me a lot. Great. But how are you doing, Ruff? How are you? I'd prefer people know as little about me as possible, but I guess that's just not possible around here. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. I just really respect the work you've done. I'm sure many would disagree. Don't worry about it. I'm not the most talkative guy as it is. Well, if there's anything you need, feel free to give us a call. We're always here to help. I've heard something along those lines more than I can count. It's like these people get off on being civil servants. I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to go eat now. Have a good day. I'm so good. Super excited. Ooh, I leave tomorrow at 8 a.m. for my photography stuff. Ooh, have fun. That sounds so exciting. Have fun. You as well. Have a good one. Hey, Raph, you should totally send your photography stuff in the server. With a nod, I continue to the cafeteria. Maybe I should be wearing my helmet while on base. The noise cancellation could come in handy. Yes, perchance. Yes, actually. The line to get in is pretty long as per usual. The resistance wishes it had food this good. That reminds me, I should put in my order while waiting. I take my Axiom out to start my order. It's a little more expensive to do a custom order, but it's usually worth it. I've come to accept that I make good money here. While ordering, my ears pick up some whispering in front of me. Hey, is that... Oh my god, it is. I've never seen one in person before. I tilt my head to see who's talking. There's a couple people in front that are staring at me a few spaces up in line. They start letting people cut them until they eventually land in front of me. It's all gonna be on a disposable camera, so I gotta figure out how to like transfer that. No, you can. I know you can because other people have done it. I just don't know how. So good luck on that. Ooh. Aww. Cooper looks good here. Okay, anyway. Whoa, it is a real Arcadia collar. Whoa. The impulse to growl at them is strong, but I've come to learn that it's easier to just play nice. Well, as nice as I can be. He is back. Can you not stare at me? It's weirding me out. Oh, sorry, it's just... Are you one of those higher-ups? Like, one of the Fraction? Most people think the Fraction are law enforcement, but they're really Resoom's guard dogs. My man, where's my man? Yeah, you can have Cooper. I can have Silver or Axel. You can have Cooper. So what if I am? What's it to you? Well, it's just... Why are you waiting in line? Can't you just go to the front? I could, and I might if you keep bothering me. Oh, they're so cute! They're so cute! Sorry. We aren't trying to annoy you. We just wanted to thank you for all you've done. I'm getting deja vu. You don't know anything about me. Well, I know that they only give a Arcadia collar to the best of the best. They're so cool. I hope to get one eventually. Maybe we can work together one day. I can feel my blood start to boil, but I do my best to keep my anger hidden. These poor fools. With a sigh, I try to at least diffuse the situation. Look, I don't think you know what it is you're signing up for. If I were you, I'd be content just living life as you always have. I'm sure it's tough work. So, is he like cool now, or is still selling people type? He's still selling people type. Actually, he's in here because he's selling out Axel, or he's gonna sell out Axel and the Resistance. Anyway, I'm sure it's tough work, but if it's for a good cause, I think I could handle it. Me too. It's always been my dream to become a hero. How old are you two? What are your names? The Dalmatian salutes me first as he introduces himself. Forgive me, sir. My name's Cole. I'm 19 years old. It's an honor to meet you. And annoyingly, the cat follows suit. My name's Sam. I'm also 19 years old. Thank you for your service. Cool it with the theatrics, will ya? I'm off the clock, so I'm just a regular guy. Sir? Yes, sir. For frick's sake. No, I'm gonna be so honest. I feel like I feel like Cooper is not gonna be redeemable. So, you're both young. I'd take some time to really think about what you want to do in the future. Don't sell your soul for something you don't completely comprehend. That way, you can live your life without regrets. I think back to my days in the Resistance in Grimace. He's so redeemable and so not evil? Yup. Oh, wow. Getting advice from a member of the Fraction. So cool. I can practically see the stars in their eyes as they gaze up at me. I cover my eyes with my paw and shake my head. Are you even listening? Of course! Don't worry, we decided to work here a long time ago. It's been really fulfilling. It's like I'm helping people every day. Yeah, well, I bite my tongue. I'm not risking getting electrocuted just for talking to a couple of teens. Just do what makes you happy, I guess. Not my place to judge. Wait, who's Lance? So, a funny thing. Cooper, Lance, yeah, they're the same person. The line's been thinning out as we've been talking. We're nearly at the front. I appreciate it, sir. Don't worry, we'll be careful. With all the terrorist attacks, we kind of have to be. But I think we'll be able to handle it. Right, Cole? Right. So then, how are you, Lance? Yeah, no, it's weird. We're in a perspective of Lance right now. We'll be... Crap, what's his name? The main character. What's the main character's name? Serious? I can't. Okay, hold on. RTF main character. VN. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? I can't remember. No, not Cooper. Aaron. No, not Aaron. I can't remember his name so far. Cyrus! Yeah, it's Cyrus. It's Cyrus, yep. An optimistic dog and cat. It reminds me of the old days. And then I guess I have nothing left to say. Go get your food. You're up. Of course. Thank you again, sir. Just call me Lance. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Lance. Did you even hear what I said? Sorry. Force of habit. See you around. They go to get their lunch. Despite it all, I can't help but smile as I watch them. They're good kids, even if they work for a place like this. Sir, it's your turn. Alright, I'll rate my axiom, realizing I didn't have a chance to submit my custom order. There goes my smile. Well, oh my god, can we be Cyrus now? Cyrus. Are we Cyrus? We're Cyrus! Yes! Waking up at Aaron's is always a treat. As safe as I feel at the base, sometimes it's nice to be met with sunlight first thing in the morning. Cooper and... Okay, anyway. Aaron keeps some skincare products in the guest bathroom for me nowadays. It's so cold and dry up here that I need to make sure they stay moisturized. While applying some lotion, I smell something. Aaron must be cooking breakfast downstairs. I don't want to keep him waiting, so I rush through brushing my hair and teeth before throwing on my shirt from yesterday. I make my way down the spiral staircase and see Aaron cooking up something in the kitchen. So what's the deal with Cyrus and Aaron? Okay, so what I'm getting is, okay, so Cyrus obviously likes Aaron, but Aaron has to like deal with, you know, his ex might being dead or whatever. I don't know if not ex because Aaron still loves him, but he doesn't know if Xavier is still dead or whatever. So yeah. Oh, good morning, Cyrus. I hope you slept well. Hard not to. That bed is divine. I keep telling you that it's okay to move in. I don't think we're there yet, bud. Ha. You sound just like Silver. I laughed nervously. It's not at all subtle. Ha ha. Yeah. Anyway, I pull a chair up to the table. You mentioned you wanted to go shopping yesterday. Do you still want to? Sure. As much as I hate to admit it, you're going to be in a lot of danger working with us. I want to make sure you're well prepared for an encounter. I have some ideas on what we can get you. Don't keep me in suspense. Let's hear it. Aaron chuckles. Someone's excited. First, I think we should get you some new clothes. I realize now that most of the clothes I got you are pretty baggy. I'm sure they're comfortable, but not practical if you get in a fight. As for weapons, can't go wrong with brass knuckles or a pocket knife. It looks like Karen and Silver have been training you pretty well. Speaking of, Silver's been helping me with my marksmanship. I was thinking about getting a pistol for myself while on the go. That's not a bad idea. I think I have some suggestions. I just hope they work with your Axiom. What do you mean? Some models of the Axiom can connect to the guns they use. Without getting too complicated, you can have nearly infinite ammo in a clip. combat axioms are uncommon. They're custom made and fit your hand like a glove. While holding something that needs to be reloaded, it can transfer ammo out of storage directly into the gun. Oh dang, that's actually really good. What? Oh, that sounds handy. It can be, though I've been told they feel really heavy on the hand. Not the most practical. What about Cooper's axiom? So Cooper lost his axiom, and then the people in Resoom gave him a new axiom. Yeah. Anyway, it's weird. Plus, if they get damaged, you're screwed. Snipers use them a lot. I look over my axiom. I start theorizing. If I can change its shape, maybe I can change it into something like that. Does Lambed Peak have a weapon shop we can look at? Not really. This place is a little too quiet for an arms dealer. I know a few spots we can port for quality gear. I can show you around my hometown too. Aquila, right? Oh right, you've been there before. Yeah. Feels like ages ago though. I could use a refresher. Then we can stop there, for sure. Aaron prepares the food he was cooking and then brings me a serving. Hope you like scrambled eggs. You gotta start eating more protein if you're going to hang with us. Aaron sets down a plate of scrambled eggs, a couple of sausage links, and a side of home fries. Dude, Aaron! Oh, okay. See, Cooper's actually a really good guy, because, like, if he didn't traffic you, then technically you wouldn't be here with Aaron. You're, like, you're painting all the red flags white, Ruff. I'm gonna have to, I hate to break it to you, but Lance is not a good guy. Anyway. Ha, I think I can handle that. And no sugar for your coffee. Wait, I'm kidding. I have a sweet tooth too, as you can see. He casually pats his belly before sitting down with me. Red is a beautiful color, so... Okay. Huh. I'm usually not too picky, but I can't handle bitterness. Sugar is a must for my coffee. Duly noted. I'll make sure to make lots of desserts when I get the chance. If you need a taste tester, you know where to find me. Absolutely. Karen can come along too. She loves sweets. Maybe I can find something for her when we go shopping then. Cooper Aaron 1v1 rap battle. I hope Aaron wins. Always thinking of your friends, huh? I was already thinking of getting her some tools for her garage at some point, but wasn't sure what to get. I can help with that, for sure. We can hit up some auto shops along the way. Hell yeah. Come on, let's eat. I'm excited to get this day started. Don't have to tell me twice. Yummy. With vigor, we start to chow down on our breakfast. Within 15 minutes, we go from plates full of food to washing them in the kitchen. I grab my jacket out of my axiom and then throw it on. Alright, ready? Ready. Let's head down to Tungsten first to get you some new gear. Where's that on the map? Aaron takes out his axiom to show me where this Tungsten is. It's still northern, but in the middle of the country. The north middle, I guess? Ha! Looks like it's where North Dakota was. Dakota? Is there a South Dakota? What? No, don't be ridiculous. There was an East Dakota though. You had to be there. Apparently. Aaron replies sheepishly, which gets me to laugh. I'm just messing with ya. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's get going. Guys, imagine having an East Dakota. Aaron heads toward his door and then begins typing on a keypad. I swear, every code he types is well over 20 digits long. Eventually, there's a beat, followed by a light flashing underneath the door. Shall we? Let's. Aaron offers me his paw, which I'll gladly take, before calmly escorting me through the port. Yay! Yay! Tungsten! Upon exiting the capsule, Aaron carefully hops off the platform before picking me up to set me on the ground. There you go. You alright? Yes, sir. 100%. Good. Ready to go shopping? Ugh. Rough. I want to go shopping with Aaron. Anyway. Yes, please. Aaron chuckles before leading me down the strip. I had never been to North Dakota, so I wasn't sure what to expect. But if I had to describe this place, I'd say it's very metropolitan. It's uncanny how normal this place looks compared to everywhere else I've been to. Do you come here often? On occasion. The helpful things about ports is that it's easy to go all over for specific things. I'll come here for quality and durable clothes, a Kia for weapons, Mammoth Peak for food, and so on. Huh, never thought about shopping that way. That is pretty convenient. Just try not to port too much. It's easy to get sick from it. Noted. As we walk along the shops, various windows catch my eye. Not always in a good way. There are some gaudy outfits out on display. Really hope Aaron doesn't try to make me wear something ugly. We're here! I look up at the shop Aaron stops us in front of. It says Quality Trick above the door. Weird name. A little, but I think they'll do the job. Aaron leads me inside. He has to crouch to fit through the door frame. Sometimes I forget how big he really is. Oh my god, it's so cute. Hello? Anyone home? Oh yes, hello? A little hand waves from behind the counter. One moment, please. Just gotta... A scraping sound comes from the other side. Get the stool over here. Screech. I look over at Aaron with skepticism. He looks sheepish. Trust me, it'll be worth it. There. That was a workout. I hate having to move this thing all over the store. Ah, she's so cute! Oh my gosh, she's a sheep. A familiar small sheep climbs up the stool and greets us. Her name tag says Marantha. I know I've met her before, but where? Wait, is she the same person that we met? I think so, right? Welcome to Quality Trick. If you need anything, please let me know so I can assist you. Absolutely. We'll be browsing, but we'll holler if we need something. Ready, Cyrus? Yeah, I think so. Is something wrong, sir? I put my left fist in the palm of my right hand and in a aha moment. Oh, you worked at Tenacia, right? Oh, now I recognize you. You really changed in the span of a few short months, didn't ya? Tell me about it. I hope you've been well. You look a little worse for the wear the last time I saw you. I knew it. She was the clerk lady at the store. And about Tenacia, they kinda sorta fired me soon after we met, actually. They said I slept on the job too much. Can you believe that? Yes, actually. But they were making you work weird hours anyway. That's a rich city for ya. They think just because they can afford to hire people from graveyard shifts, we don't have lives of our own. Tell me about it. Well, I hope this new job has been treating you better. Oh, it has. I'm a bit too short for this store, but that's usually how it goes for me. If we need some help, we'll come over here instead of you moving all around. Aw, aren't you just the sweetest thing? I'm glad that part of you hasn't changed since we last met. And look at that hair, so stylish. Huh, thanks. I did have some help with it. It was a disaster for a while. It certainly came out looking good. Alright. I'll stop wasting your time. Go get some shopping done. Yes, ma'am. We'll be back. I smile at her before turning to Aaron. Know each other? Yeah, I met her when I was in Tenacia. I actually got my first outfit after escaping there. I think it was pretty expensive. I'm not surprised. That place is mainly for rich people. Weird place to wake up to, that's for sure. Sorry about that again. Don't worry about it. Come on, let's do what she asked us to do and shop. You got it. We start to browse through the many racks of clothes in the store. Now that I think about it, this is the first time in a long time that I've been able to shop for myself. I remember the days where I'd save the little extra funds I had to spend on designer clothing. Looking back, it was a little pretentious, but considering how our family was in the beginning, it was nice to buy luxury items like that when I could. Tenacia had a lot of gaudy looking clothes when I was there. I guess I need to educate myself on what's considered fashionable nowadays. Expensive clothes bought by a very kind of person. I love me some expensive clothes, okay? It's very, very fun. Cause I like fashion. Fashion's great. Aaron looks like he's shopping for himself as well. From time to time, he finds a jacket and then stretches over his chest to see if it fits. Being nearly 7 feet tall, he hasn't had the best luck. Shopping for myself hasn't been easy either. My proportions are still kind of awkward. I build up a little muscle, but being 6 feet tall means clothes are either too tight or too big. 7 feet tall? Cyrus is 6 feet tall? What? That has me more surprised than Aaron being 7 feet tall. Yeah, these dudes are giants, what? After a little digging, I head out to the front desk to ask where the changing rooms are. Miranda jokes that they're not nearly as fancy as the ones in Tenacia, but I don't mind. I don't need an AI to help me with the lights, that's just weird. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. To my relief, the changing room is pretty standard. They're very reminiscent of the ones local department stores had in my time. The only difference is the choice in decor. It looks a little tacky to me, but I'll manage. I brought in 3 pairs of pants, 4 shirts, and 3 jackets I thought might look good. After stripping down to my underwear and folding my clothes up, I look at myself in the mirror. Man, times have changed. I start with the pants, which are somewhat slim-fitted. I tried getting a size bigger than I normally would, just in case I would grow into them. They remind me of jeans out of everything. I tried moving around in each pair, even throwing in some basic kicks for good measure. Thankfully, two of them fit just right. The third is just a tad too big. I decided to buy all 3 of them anyway. Okay. The shirts aren't as big of a deal for me. They can be a little baggy and still be functional. 2 are long sleeved, 1 is short sleeved, and the last one has no sleeves. None of them have collars. I figured they'd make for good undershirts with jackets that way. I love collars, dude. I love collared shirts. They are mwah. If you ever see me not in a collared shirt, I'm either not caring that day or in my house. That's the only 2 reasons why you never see me in a collared shirt. Anyway. 2 of the jackets are long sleeved, with the last one being short. Wait, so like... what? I figured variety would be important while out and about. One of the long sleeve jackets is too big, while the other 2 fit pretty well. Collared shirts. Yeah, like polos, I guess. I look myself over in the mirror for each of them. None of the clothing particularly stands out. The jeans are dark blue or black, while the jackets are black with dark accent colors. Rough SMH. Why? What rough? I figured darker colors could match my hair better, kind of like the aesthetic. Back in my time, I always dressed preppy. Now I feel kind of punk. Dude. It feels good being able to accessorize again. After folding up the clothes I'm not wearing, my eyes meet my jacket. Well, Lance's jacket. Running my head over it again, I can feel just how worn it is compared to the new clothes. Collared shirts do serve, okay? Ugh, you just don't know how to... Yep. Anyway. It's softer. For just a moment, I wonder about how he's doing. Such a dumb dog. I put my old clothes in my axe stand before heading out of the dressing room to meet Aaron. Aaron's already at the front desk talking to Miranda. You still have his jacket? Clearly he's the goat. No! We only have his jacket because it's the only jacket we have. I see her bowing her head a lot while Aaron rubs the back of his. Hey guys, what's up? Oh hey Cyrus, I'm sorry, we don't carry sizes any bigger than that. I'll talk with corporate right away. It's not your fault. I'm used to that when I go clothes shopping. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I love Miranda. She chastises out loud, which I'm hoping is meant for the store owners. Seriously, it's okay, ma'am. I can try somewhere else. Well, you really shouldn't have to. Humph! Real. Miranda's great. Aaron tries to calm her down without much success. I don't normally shop here anyway. I came to bring my friend, who needed new clothes. He gestures towards me, the friend. That makes me happy. Did you find anything, Cyrus? Looks like he's pleading with me to save him from that situation he accidentally created. Why yes, I did. Thank you. I present my haul to the two of them. Though I do admit, it would be nice if you found something too, Axel. I typically get custom clothing nowadays. You just got friend zoned. Shut up! He says with a sigh. Miranda is still fuming behind the counter. Well, I'm glad someone found something today. Honestly. I promise you, it's quite alright, ma'am. Seeing a small sheep make Aaron concerned makes me chuckle. Adorable. I hand over the clothes to purchase. When Miranda rings them up, I freeze. Frick, why am I so stupid? I don't have a lot of money. Aaron doesn't even hesitate to pay for them. It's my treat, Cyrus. Ugh. Sorry, Axel. I got carried away while shopping. Don't think anything of it. It was my idea to go shopping after all. Aaron. Still, at least let me buy lunch to make up for it. I think that's a fair trade. Aw, you boys are sweet. Y'all must be pretty close. Well, I can't deny that. Neither can I. Once we're done paying for everything, we head back outside. Bye, Miranda! It's still a bit early for us, so we decide to keep shopping before we break for lunch. Shifting around time zones makes it a little hard to keep track of mealtime, though. 1 minute we're in Alaska, now we're in North Dakota. Wish I had this kind of technology back home. So what now? Weapons, supplies? I was thinking weapon shopping for you, though I just remembered a speed bump. Oh? What's that? The place I usually stop at is a bit inaccessible, at least by teleporting. The closest port is the next town over, and I'd hate for you to have to walk all that way. Oh, that's not that bad. It's about a 10-mile trek. Ah, 10 miles? It's annoying, but it's honestly a good place to get weapons. It's sort of a black market, so they actually prefer not to have ports close by. That's annoying, but it makes sense. So because of that, hang on, I'm going to call in some backup. Oh? You'll see. Let's head over to the nearest town. He smiles as he leads me back to the ports. It all leaves me curious. What's happening? It wasn't long until I understood what backup meant. Aaron ported us over to the closest town to wait. specifically by big gates for vehicles. By the big gates for vehicles. After about 10 minutes, Silver! Both Silver and Karen speed through on motorbikes to pick us up. Aaron feels proud of his little surprise. Heard you boys need a ride. Sure do. Thanks again for coming out. A little bit short notice, but I have free time today. I chuckle nervously. Dakota, that's where I'm going? Oh, I see. Have fun. I honestly had no idea he called you both, but I guess it was this or walk for hours. Seriously, thanks a bunch. Don't worry about it, Cyrus. Silver! I forgot how much that one girl served. Who, Karen? Aaron hops on Karen's bike, and I do the same with Silver's. Once we're both situated, we take off. I see. Silver, Silver, Silver! I love Silver. Silver! We'll be there soon. Start thinking of things you'd want. Get a big gun! Like a really big gun! He needs something to beat that. He needs to get something he can actually use. Why can't he use a big gun? Because right now, he can barely use a small gun. Aw, don't worry, Cy. You'll get used to it. Right. I can hear Aaron chuckling. Jokes aside, ideally, you want something that can be easily stored. We'll look for some pistols and extra knives. Maybe some smoke bombs and grenades. Big gun! Big gun! Big gun! Maybe next time, Rose. Aww. How about a sniper rifle? That big enough for you? Oh, hell yeah! You want to learn to snipe? I thought about it. It'd keep me out of danger for the most part, right? That's a good point. It would be perfect for you, now that I think about it. Think you can actually pull the trigger? Probably not right away, but I could learn. It's a tough thing to learn, Cyrus. Cyrus is pretty tough, but not so sure on the, you know, killing part. I've been thinking about what you said, Cyrus, about how ironic it would be for you to kill someone when you're training to be a doctor. I know in the spur of the moment, you said you were ready for this, but are you really prepared to take someone's life? Guess it depends on the situation. I don't know. I'd like to think I could, if I need to. You will, especially if you stick with us. Not to be a party pooper, Cyrus, but pretty words will only get you so far in this industry. I appreciate it, Talent. Believe me, I know. I've thought about what it means to take a life a couple of times. It's easy to sugarcoat it with things like they deserved it, or I had no choice, or some other bullcrap. So as of right now, I'm not sure if I can. I guess that's something I'll figure out when the time comes. Hey guys, no need to get so serious. We're on our way to buy him weapons to defend himself, Axel. This is serious. Aaron quiets. I know you can pull a trigger at the firing range, but shooting someone for real is a hell of a lot different. Come to think of it, has Cyrus even been in a real fight before? Not really, no. Maybe it's time to up your training then. You have plenty of sparring partners, you know. Just don't go easy on him. He needs to know what it's like out there in the wild. Don't have to tell me twice. Oi. That's a little scary. Alrighty, Ralph. The rest of the trip was quiet, kind of awkward. I feel bad that Silver snapped at Aaron, but I can't deny he made some good points. What is it like to have killing intent? Would I be able to go through with it? Questions like this pile up in my head. It reminds me of the anxiety I had after submitting my thesis. I know I studied a lot, but does that translate into a practical setting? I look at Silver as he's driving. Maybe next time we're alone, I'll ask him for advice on what to do. Though I probably already know the answer. I can't think about trying to kill someone. I just have to do it. Should the need arise. But when do I use lethal force? Will I know? Ugh. I'm getting confused just by thinking about it. I hope it's not something I have to do anytime soon. I guess that's also not up to me either. We're almost there. I look forward, and sure enough, I see a town over the horizon. It's been a hot minute since we've been to Gold Requiem. I wonder if they have any new crap I'd want. The town is called Golden Requiem? Yeah, why? Just a bit of an odd name. Does it mean something? Kinda. Requiem was a song meant for the dead, something to remember them by. Sounds like the perfect name for a place absolutely littered with guns and weapons. Morbid as usual. What can I say? I'm good at killing things. Such as the moon. Oh! I can hear Aaron chuckle at that. Oh, shut up. As Golden Requiem gets closer, I think more about that name. The original Requiem is never finished, leaving it up to another composer to complete it. A bittersweet ending, to say at the least. Bop, 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 bum, bop, 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 bum. Now that we're actually in the town of Golden Requiem, I definitely get a black market vibe from it. The streets are littered with stalls filled with weapons, illegal drugs, or both. I guess they're not technically illegal. My rudimentary understanding of the quote, unquote legal system in this nameless country always throws me for a loop. Right now, every city or town has its own set of laws, which reminds me of Hollywood depictions of the Wild West. My interpretation is that the community is more important than laws and regulations. Even now, I'm not really sure what to make of it. In any case, we make good on our word and start our shopping spree. Silver drags Karen away from Aaron and me, but not before winking. I pull out my right eyelid and stick my tongue at him in a very mature way. Aaron questions me. What was that for? Oh, it's a sign of intense respect back where I'm from. I say with a huff. Aaron chuckles. The sarcasm is just oozing from your words. What can I say? I'm getting better at being petty again. Not sure why you need to be petty. I just went to an auto parts shop, right? It's a long story. If you say so. I like the music. Aaron looks up and down the street we're on to get a lay of the land. You should probably stick close to me. Golden Requiem can be pretty unpredictable. Got it. Should I get a knife out or something? If you want, just keep it hidden. I nod before rolling my jacket sleeve up to use CAI. Now that I think about it, I haven't shown Aaron my progress with my axiom. Ooh. CAI, switch to attack mode. Understood. My axiom starts glowing a verdant green before shifting form ever so slightly. What does it look like again? I forgot. It's like smaller, right? No, never mind. Instead of an arm guard, it changes into a gauntlet shape that covers my hand. Much like a suit of armor, the area where my knuckles is covered in metal plating. Underneath is a mesh material with an axiom point across my palm. I whisper to catch Aaron's attention. Watch this. Huh? With a single thought, I'm able to materialize a knife right in the palm of my hand. Ta-da! What you think? Pretty cool? It's unbelievable. I had no idea it could move like that. I toss my knife to my free hand to showcase how flexible my dominant hand is. I can grab and flex my arm almost as if it were a glove. albeit it's a little heavier. I intentionally leave out the fact that CAI digs further into my arm to achieve this feat. With my free time, I've been thinking of more and more on how to fight. I figured that instant access to weapons would be handy. Absolutely. In that case, we should definitely look into getting you pistols. Who knows? Maybe with enough practice, I can just change pistols in and out instead of reloading them. Just remember to actually keep them all reloaded in between skirmishes. Yes, sir. I decided to take my long sleeve jacket off and store it, opting instead for a short sleeve one. Now more than ever, I'm glad to have covered up my scars. It's awkward to use CAI while wearing long sleeve clothes. Erring on the side of caution, I put my hair up in a ponytail before taking one of my vitamin balls. If I'm going into this world of blood and death, I need to be prepared at all times. Alright, ready? Absolutely. Let's get started. Aaron looks at each stall one by one, giving each a passing glance. His usual happy attitude has been replaced with a more serious one. He even has his eyes open while walking. That alone makes his place seem scary. The energy from my medicine kicks in, leaving me on high alert. It's similar to caffeine, in a sense. Aaron stops in front of a particular stall. This one is filled with guns of different shapes and sizes. I feel like I'm at a tech convention of some kind, surveying what everyone has to offer. The owner of the stall gets up from his seat to greet us. Ooh, the servo with both half of his teeth and an ear missing. Welcome, fresh wares. Stolen straight from Tenacia just last week. Tell me, what are you interested in? I'm looking for smaller weapons such as pistols and knives, maybe even some machine guns. Live artillery, or live artillery, or energy based. Either is fine. Money an issue? Depends on the product. What are you shooting? People and whatever armor they're wearing. I see. Well, there's not a lot that would fit that description for a pistol. Let me think. He takes out a clipboard with several pages, going through each of them one by one. The servo taps with a cloud while he thinks, before a smile creeps on his mouth. I think I know just the thing. He turns around and rummages through a crate. After a minute, he comes back presenting a sleek-looking handgun. This puppy is a prototype that was used while in transit. It's meant for combat-oriented axioms. He bends it in a way that looks like he's trying to break it. Instead, he actually reveals the chamber. Now, it connects to the axiom itself to calculate adjustments. You can pop whatever you want in here, and it'll convert it into a live round of ammunition. Cut to the chase. What are its capabilities? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I see your friend there just so happens to have a combat axiom. Want to give it a whirl? Huh? Me? Yes, sir. Nothing like a live demonstration, right? I look at Aaron, crosses his arms and nods for me to take it. Crap. I can't be looking insecure in a place like this. With a deep breath, I put on a more stern and focused expression. I take the gun. Getting a closer look at the thing, it's about the size of a magnum. Permission to connect. Operator. Yeah? I mean, yes. Do whatever you need to do, CAI. CAI starts to warm up as I hold the gun. The shape changes slightly to fit my hand better, along with barely changing the design of the gun. That reminds me of the gun Lance had, while retaining its previous size. Hey, you're a real natural. Now think about what you want to shoot out of that thing. Dirt, rocks, metal. You can make anything and everything into a bullet if you want. Whoops. The shopkeeper motions me over. Here, on the house. He presents me with a new cylinder and some metal balls. See this here bullet case? Stick whatever you want in it, and that gun will adapt to the ammo and fire it. Put rocks, nails, or even bullets, and I'll fire. Aaron stares at the shopkeeper as he runs me through everything. I'm a bit concerned about how friendly he's being. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Load it up and fire it. Wait, what? Right here? Yeah. Look to the right of the stall. Feel free to fire down that alleyway. Doubt anyone's in there right now. If there are, it's my property and they should know better than to trespass. Sure. I decide to load the gun and do what he says, just to get out of this awkward situation. I hold the gun with both hands to steady it, adjusting the position of weapon to accommodate foreign bullet. T.I. speaks to me as I get ready to fire. A strip of the side of the gun lights up, indicating that it's ready. I gulp before pulling the trigger. The sound reminds me of a shotgun, several bullets fly from the end of the barrel at the same time like a shotgun, ricocheting all over the alley. I hear someone scream in pain. I pucker my lips, but I don't see who I shot. See? I told you to stop sleeping there. What did I say? Frick you! The wounded person yells before running deeper into the alley. The nerve. Well, how do you like it? I don't know. Can I try a few more shots? Fine by me. I'll even give you a discount for being my pest control for the day. Thanks, I guess. I hold the gun in my left hand as I ask CAI to take different materials out of my action and test what I can fire. With each reload, CAI adjusts the weapon to compensate. There's barely any recoil either. The versatility seems good on paper. Though having to reload every shot could be detrimental. I can definitely see myself using this to catch someone by surprise. Seems like you've taken quite a liking to it. You could say that. There's definitely some positives and negatives to this kind of weapon. The long downtime is troublesome, but the versatility could come in handy. Well, how about this? As a bonus, I can throw in some more generic pistols I have in stock. They don't have the damage potential like the one you're holding, but you'll certainly be able to cycle through them easier. Cool. What's the catch? The shopkeeper raises his brows and gives me an approving smile. I can tell you're new around here. Something about you makes you seem right at home here. What's your story? Unfortunately, too long to tell right now. We have somewhere to be soon. I hear ya. Then how about this? The catch is that you make me your personal arms dealer. What do you say? I can't promise that. My life is unpredictable. I have to always weigh my options. And blame a guy for trying. At the very least, come around next time you're in town. Not many people catch my eye, especially humans. Like I said, there's something about you. I'll take that as a compliment. Then, what's your name? I never gave it to ya, did I? You can call me Scrap. Oh my god, that is such a perfect name. I take it that's not your real name? Absolutely not. Bit of advice around here. Don't give anyone an inch, or they'll take a mile from you in a heartbeat. Considering how you tried conning us into buying more guns, I'd say that's accurate. Scrap shrugs. Again, can't blame a guy for trying. So, who do I have the pleasure of doing business with? Scrap extends his paw for me to shake. I glance over at Aaron, who's watching carefully. Call me Ghost, for the time being. With hair like that, that's mighty fitting. Thanks, I thought so too. With a firm grasp, we seal the deal. Okay, ow. So our name is Ghost. Okay, I see you, that's cool. I can hear Aaron deflate as he steps back to the stall. Glad you can hold your own during a negotiation. This is his first time in a place like this? Kind of. Again, long story. Then tell me some other time. You're holding up other potential customers after all. He cackles before scribbling something down on a piece of paper and then slices it to Aaron. First purchase is 10% off. Glad to do business with you folks. Aaron reads the paper and sighs. if you say so. Wow. I'll pay you back, I promise. Don't worry about it. We gotta get you prepared. I'll just write it off as a business expense or something. Oh? What business are you running? The kind that puts nosy little cats to sleep. Scrap cackles again before Aaron takes his axiom out to give the servo a sizable bundle of fumes. Holy. It's been a pleasure, fellas. Now scram! He playfully shoos us away. I gladly use it as an excuse to leave. Dang, what a weirdo. Welcome to Golden Requiem. Goodness, my voice. We continue through the streets of Golden Requiem, stopping by stores and stalls here and there. Despite being probably the worst looking place I've been to since waking up, it's one of the more lively communities I've visited. While keeping an open mind about everything, I still try to stay cautious while interacting with people. If Aaron wasn't with me, I doubt I'd make it far here. Makes me want to go back to the gym and work out some more. Despite that, we've picked up a multitude of different weapons and other useful things. I got grenades, flash bombs, smoke balls, and even some knives meant for throwing. As we walk, I try to practice materializing various weapons in the palm of my hand to get a good feel for them. Aaron eventually stops walking. He's looking intensely at his axiom. What's up? One of my informants who works here has some intel I've been waiting for. Aaron turns to look behind us. He's on the other side of town. Do you mind if I run over real quick? I'll be back 10 minutes, tops. Promise. He's not even looking at me while he's asking, he's staring off into the distance. I don't know, can I come with you to be safe? He won't let outsiders come see him. That's how he is. Please? I mean, if it can't be helped, I think I can handle myself for that long. Hurry back though, okay? Absolutely. Aaron runs down the street. It's not long before he turns the corner. Ooh, we're on ourselves. Aww. You look like a lost little kid. It's been a while since I've been left alone in public like this. I decided to wait against the wall to at least get a better view of my surroundings. I keep track of the time on my axiom. Damn, for someone who's lived 300 years, a couple of minutes feels like an eternity. My heart rate picks up as I get more nervous. No, I need to calm down. I won't always have someone around me to protect me after all. I have to be prepared for everything and anything. Even... Excuse me? Ah! In a panic, I materialize a knife and ready myself. He has an Arcadia collar. Oh, crap! Wait, I'm sorry, didn't mean to spook ya. I saw my perception of time to get a good look at the man in front of me. He looks like a gray wolf, maybe just a little taller than me. As I look him over, I don't see any visible weapons. His clothes look very, very military-inspired, with the weirdest aspect being the collar he has around his neck. It's a person that works for Resoom! Uh-oh, that's not good! His aesthetic clashes with his buried expression. I hesitate, but I bring myself back to the present while still holding my knife. What do you want? Just some directions. I'm here with a friend and my boss, but I got lost. This is my first time here. He doesn't seem like he's lying. What the hell do I know? I'm sure they're around here somewhere. The town isn't that big after all. I know, but I've been looking all over. Please? Please what? You haven't asked me anything. Oh, my name's Patsy. Nice to meet you. He sends a paw out for me, but I don't shake it. You're going to get yourself killed out here, you know? Wouldn't be surprised. This place is really intense. Oh, there they are. He silently waves to a couple people walking toward us. One is a fairly unassuming dragon, but I'm so distracted I don't even pay him a second glance. There's a giant rhinoceros walking with him. It might even be taller than Aaron. Holy crud! Sir! You might need to cover up a... You might need to cover up a little. Oi, Patsy! What the hell did you wander off to? Whatever. He yells out to the gray wolf, who waves some more. I got lost again. Obviously. The dragon next to him scoffs. Hehe. They have Arcadia colors. The wolf rubs the back of his head bashfully. I decide to hide my knife back in my axiom, for the time being. The rhino could rip me in half if you wanted to. I told you not to wander off on your own, and look what happened. The rhino seems exasperated, but not surprised. Sorry, King. I got kinda excited. At least be excited where I can see ya. I'm responsible for you, after all. The rhino places his big hand on the dog's head before gently shaking him back and forth, scolding him. Yes, sir. I think he's getting dizzy, but he's not fighting it. So, who's your friend? I didn't notice the dragon inspected me until he got too close for comfort. He's right up to me now. Oh, he was helping me look for you two. Not really. Well, thank you for looking after my boneheaded subordinate. Come on, don't be mean to Saber like that. The dragon groans. He wasn't talking about me, you idiot. Now, don't fight. Not in front of, sorry, what was your name? The rhino flashes me a friendly smile. Friendly is the last thing I'd expect from him, based on his appearance. Ghost. Ghost, huh? That's fitting. What, with your pure white hair? Right? It immediately drew me to him. It is rather astonishing. I didn't know a human hair could get like that. It kinda happens more often than you think, though still uncommon. Usually it has to do with trauma. Sorry to hear that. It's a necessary sacrifice, Patsy. You know that. I know. Hey, can I touch your hair? Without having a chance to answer, the wolf takes my ponytail into his paws, slightly stroking it. Patsy! Wow, soft! This is definitely his natural hair color. At least it is now. Haha. They're getting a little too close for my liking. Barely any reaction to pain, too. Pain? Ooh, shoot. The dragon holds up now his bloody claw to show the wolf. I freeze as I look down. My forearm has three clean slash marks, each dripping blood. The wolf happily sniffs his companion's claw. No doubt about it, he's a carrier. Shoot! Oh, that's not good, he happily exclaims. King chuckles as he picks up on my tension. Haha, wasn't expecting that. At the drop of a hat, all three of their expressions turn sinister. Well, boys, looks like we found ourselves a runaway. The old man back at Resoom is going to love this. My eyes widen as I realize just how surrounded I am. Shit! Now, don't try to do anything funny here, Cyrus. Holy crud, this is bad. Instinctively, I start to slow down my perception of time. They're going to try and capture me. I need to get out of here. I materialize a smoke bomb into my right hand and then chuck it to the ground as fast as I can. Cyrus, run! Purple haze fills the immediate area. I narrowly avoid being grabbed by the wolf as I start sprinting down the street where Aaron went. Where the freak did that Aaron go? CI, send a message to... Unable to process order. Mental link is unstable. Please lower your heart rate. Are you kidding me, useless piece of... They're right though, I need to calm down. Think rationally. What would Silver do in this situation? I look behind me while running. The street is filled with smoke, and I don't see any signs of King and his goons. Most of the vendors and customers barely pay it any mind, including my running frantically. It's getting stressful! Eventually, I decide on an alley to run down and hide in. The thought of hiding crosses my mind. With my bleeding arm, it's only a matter of time until Patsy finds me. What if there are other agents here looking for me? Damn it! I bring myself back to the present to try and calm myself down. My exasperated spread echoes in the alley. I grab another medicine ball, taking more than the recommended dose. Sorry, Vita. I hope you don't mind that I take more than I'm supposed to. I chew it quickly before gulping it down. I'm stressed! After just a minute, I start to feel wired and attentive. I'm borderline overstimulated. If this is what I have to do to survive, then so be it. Not even bothering with the mental link, I text Aaron an SOS. I need you now. Aaron doesn't reply right away. I'm so on edge that every sound I hear makes me consider slowing down time. I can't waste it though. I need to wait for an actual threat. Aaron replies soon after, giving me a rough location of where he should be. Boss, he's down here. I can smell him. CAI, pinpoint Aaron now. Why would you say your real name? I don't even know if that's something they can do. Aaron Cosmos is 100 meters to your right. Turn right corner and... Before they finish, I slide the screen off and make a break for it. Sure enough, I see Aaron running in the distance. A wave of relief washes over me. No! Keep running! We meet up in the middle of a big intersection connecting 4 alleyways. After we catch up to each other, I can't even speak. I'm too busy catching my breath. Run! I'm practically 100 over. Cyrus, what happened? Are you hurt? Oh crud, what happened to your arm? There's... Freaking calm down already. Resume, they're here! Aaron stops paying attention to me, looks down the alley behind me. He promptly steps around me, using his body as a shield. I can hear him growl. Biting my lip, I stand up and compose myself the best I can. Now, why did you have to do all that, Cyrus? King, Patsy, and Saber blocked the alleyway. You really had to drag other people into your problems? That's not very manly of you, I have to say. I promised we weren't going to hurt you. Mainly because that's impossible, right? Silver! Garrett, where are you? My mind is telling me to run, to get as far away from here as I can. Aaron is defending me. He's giving me a chance, too. Isn't he? That's exactly why I can't leave. I move forward to stand next to Aaron. I lower myself into a defensive position. Cyrus, don't. I'm not going to leave you behind. I'm not leaving anyone behind. Ever again. Look at that. Maybe I do have some fire in me. Diana would be proud. King cracks his knuckles and then his neck. Now that's what I'm talking about. Just so you know, we have orders to bring you back alive. Darius has so much he wants to talk to you about. Like I'd give him the time of day. But you know what? I'm not surprised. He's a fool if he thinks I'd exchange anything but bullets with him. Feisty? Oh, feisty. Oh, so feisty. As much as I'd love to tango with you. Aaron interrupts him by bringing a metal bat out of its axiom. A metal bat? It has more than a few dents on it. I'd say pretty kitty there is more my weight class. Boys, you can deal with the runaway. Didn't know members of the fraction were so cowardly. You don't know half of it. Wanna know how long it's been since I was able to go wild? Way too long. Snoot, I am stressed. I'm so beyond unbelievably stressed. King takes out a pair of brass knuckles from his axiom. Pencil pushing, reports, recruitment. None of that crap matters to me. The only thing that gets my blood pumping is smearing someone else's blood across the wall. Especially blood from that 2-bit resistance you think will mean a damn. Oh, it gets me going. I'm scared! Cyrus, seriously, don't hesitate to run. I can handle this on my own. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm more than ready for this. Karen! Karen and Silver, you need to come now. Materialize a knife into my hand for good measure. Alright? King cackles. Oh, frig. Let's hurry this up, yeah? King points at Aaron. Let's leave your runts to scuffle. Just you and me. Got it? Whatever you say. Aaron looks at me one more time. Not for him to go. Aaron takes a deep breath before readying the bat in his hand. I'm so stressed. Oh my god, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. That leaves the wolf and dragon to me. They're nothing compared to King, but even so, 2 versus 1 is not ideal. Saber? Let's see. They give each other a nod before splitting off from King. No! Stop! Maybe I'm gonna kill you. If he dies, I'm blocking you. At first, they're just walking. Then they run. Shoot! I'm scared. They're running in circles around me in opposite directions. I think they're trying to confuse me. The full force of that medicine is starting to kick in. Slow time down! Slow time down! Yes! I'm able to instantly lower my heart rate to prepare a counterattack. It's tough, but I do my best to track their movements. For slow time standards, they're kind of fast. I need to compensate for that. I hear some muffling from behind me. I turn around to see they're starting their assault. I quickly get into a defensive position. I narrow my eyes and hold my knife like Silver's taught me. They're trying to attack me on both of my sides with their claws. Move into the way. Move out of the way! My one knife isn't gonna cut it. Wait, he's materializing 2 knives? Or is he moving away? I see several areas where I can stab the dragon. His neck completely exposed, bearing that collar. I'm still not sure if I have what it takes to strike something vital. Do it! You have no choice! At this point, that might be all I can do. Not to mention, he probably has a lot of scales as a dragon. I have to go for something fleshier. The dragon advances first, so I pivot myself back to try and avoid him. When I do, the wolf is able to grab my left arm. Its claws dig into my skin. That's fine. Do all what you want from me. With Saber's forward momentum, I gently thrust my knife into his neck. Is he dead? Yes! Get out of here, Saber! I let him do most of the work. It's tough to avoid the collar, but I was able to leave a deep enough gash above it, which causes him to lose his balance. Patsy lets go of my arm. I can hear him slowly calling out to Saber as he rushes over to his comrade. I use this opportunity and one last bit of energy to force myself forward. Kill the wolf! Kill the wolf! Actually, please don't. Wait, I'm kind of scared. Dude, this guy. My heart. My heart. You want to catch up to him? Fine. I drop my knife to grab both of their heads. One in either hand before slamming them into each other. Damn! Once I confirmed they were sold hits, I let go and make sure they fall to the ground while in my slow time. Seconds go by. I can see them slowly twitching. Saber's neck is still bleeding everywhere. I think I see one of Patsy's fangs on the ground too. Dude, my heart rate. Oh, wait another minute just to confirm they're out cold. My heart starts to really heat up. I can't keep this up much longer. I bring myself to the present to compose myself. I clutch my heart with one hand while I look at one Patsy got hold of. I'm bleeding, but it's nothing some bandages won't fix. It wasn't a clean victory, but it was a victory nonetheless. I'm so happy that I nearly forget about the other altercation. I wonder how Aaron is doing. I hear a metallic clang from... I hear a metallic clang from behind me, instantly turning my head. I can't believe it. That rhino is lifting Aaron high off the ground with one hand. King's face is covered in blood, and I don't know whose. With Aaron's throat still gripped in his hand, he kneels to pick up the bat. He raises it high, and it's ready to swing. Aaron's face is a mixture of fear and desperation as he tries to claw into the rhino's arm. He breaks off more than a couple claws while doing so. I don't care what condition my heart is in right now. I have to save him. Save him! I slow down time for the third time, the most I've ever done. My heart feels like it's on fire, but I don't care. I need Aaron. I can't let him die. I focus on the rhino's bulky neck. My biggest target yet. CAI, knife now. Yes, operator. I don't trust. Once it's done materializing, I sprint forward, intent on killing to protect someone I love. Despite my attempt to minimize the noise, I catch King's attention. He slowly starts to look at me, grinning wildly as he raises the bat higher. His tilted head gives me an even bigger target. My anticipation is overwhelming. My insides are burning. I have one chance. You should have called Silver! You should have called Silver! Carrot, dude! I jump as high as I can, knife in hand. I think back to something Silver taught me. You don't slash with a knife, you pierce. I thrust the blade as hard as I can, right into this butt neck. It bounces off, doesn't it? One thing I didn't account about slow time is how long I have to experience failure. My knife snapped cleanly in half. Yep. It doesn't even scratch the rhino's hide. He cackles. It's all the more granting in this mental state. I look at Aaron. He looks at me. I'm so sorry. I failed. Silver! As its dejection sits in, I feel more numb than when I was a lab rat. Good thing King is about to retaliate. He slams Aaron against the wall, leaving him stunned. With his right hand now free, King swings his fist towards me. My vision blurs at the edges. The most I can do is raise my arms in a measly attempt to defend my head. King knocks me out of slow time and I fly across the alley, meeting the opposite wall with a resounding thud. Didn't you have a bomb? I'm so rattled that I don't have time to assess the damage I've taken. All I know is that I can barely breathe. Did he hit me so hard that he forced my forearms against my neck while I was trying to defend myself? Frick, I can't concentrate. I'm sure that I've broken my fair share of bones too. I think I might be dying. It takes all of my energy to even lift my head. Consider that payback for what you did to my men, Cyrus Cantwell. He turns his attention toward Aaron. He once again grabs him by the neck, this time with enough force that Aaron starts to salivate all over the rhino's arm. Silver! Please! You don't mind if I do the same to him, right? King laughs as he readies the baseball bat, sizing up Aaron before slamming him in the gut with it. I know Aaron wants to scream in pain, but he can't. I can't even cry. There's no way I can slow time again, let alone stand up. There must be something I can do, right? CAI, can you hear me? Yes, operator. Mental link is unstable, but still viable. Please tell me, what can I do to take him down? You're smart. You must be able to come up with something. Please, Oh! After analyzing the hardness of the target's neck based on your strike, I have come up with the one possible solution. I'm scared! I'm so scared! I feel something else in the palm of my hand. It's an empty casing. Chance of failure is 86% in your current condition. And my lodestar. I will accommodate the best that I can. Thank you, CAI. I feel like I'm still in slow time as I force my body to work. My fingers are so shaky that I nearly dropped the blue gem as I try to load it in the damn thing. Pushing the casing in, I load the gun. I ready myself. My first instinct isn't King's head, but rather his arm. I need to get him off Aaron somehow. I can feel the tongue, which didn't happen before. I'm not even sure what's going to happen, but I have to try. For him. Ready to fire, operator. When I pull the trigger, I expect to hear something loud. When I do, I also see something so bright that I have to immediately close my eyes. No! my god! Oh my god! What? What? It feels like an eternity for the brightness to die down, even longer before I get the courage to open my eyes. When I do, I feel nothing but relief. Aaron is choking up a storm, but he's breathing. That's what you get! King is screaming, but I can barely hear him on account of my ringing ears. He's clutching his new stump of an arm. Whatever shot out of the gun blew a hole right through it. He's not bleeding either. I can only assume that the blast was hot enough to cauterize it? What? I can't help but smile. I did something useful. My smile fades as he turns his attention towards me. Okay, where's Silver? I see him mouthing something. A look of fear takes over his face as he looks back at the entrance of the alley. I'm not sure what it could be. I can't move anymore. Silver and Karen! Silver and Karen! I expect him to try finish out. Instead, he takes both Patsy and Saber over his shoulder. And then he sprints away. I almost shake an exhale before slowly turning my head to see what spooked him so much. Thankfully, yes! Dude, oh my god! He should have been here sooner. Thankfully, I don't have to wait too long as Silver and Rose rush to the scene. Silver heads over to me immediately, checking my vitals with his paw. He looks absolutely mortified. He calls something out to Karen. My hearing is slowly starting to come back. Grab everything you can, we're getting the hell out of here. I'm on it! Don't worry. What about the bikes? Can you ride with Cyrus like that? Of course I can. Don't insult me. Oh my god. What? I'm still kind of... I'm stunned. I'm so stunned. I smirk, even while knocking on Death's door. It's nice to hear some friendly banter again. Silver doesn't even bother to get me to walk. He gives me a piggyback ride, doing most of the work to get me on his back. It's kind of funny to be carried like this by someone shorter than me. That's about all the humor I can find in this situation. As Silver takes me away, I slowly turn my head to see how Aaron's doing. Karen is a little bit slower, but she's able to carry him with relative ease. I arch my eyebrows and worry. I can't speak, so that's all I can do. Karen sees me and gives me a wink. Don't sweat it, Cyrus. He's been through worse. He'll be fine. I promise. She emphasizes that for me. I smile back at her. The last bit of my stamina gives out as I rest my head against Silver's shoulder. I don't think I can sleep in my current condition. I'm scared that I won't wake back up. My last struggle of the day to make it back home without passing out. Still, I can't rest easy. I was able to do something. The next day in Resume. No! Why? Why are we back in Crager? What happened? Dude, oh my god. That was so much. Dude, what the frick? What the frick? No, it's okay. Anyway. Because we got paid yesterday, I took it upon myself to order some small kitchen appliances for our room. Dude, I was so stressed. What do you mean that wasn't that bad? Dude, I was stressed. Stressed. Want a small spoiler? No. Well, the cafeteria has good food. I'm getting a little sick of being recognized before my stupid collar. Yeah, I noticed the collar right away, dude. Like, you need to get out now. Now I can at least enjoy a quiet meal by myself from time to time, or with Benji. I did have to install some shelves for extra storage, but it wasn't that difficult. Thankfully, there's just enough counter space for a mini fridge and a microwave. Everything is fresh and empty, I figured it's time to go grocery shopping. I pull my Axiom screen while walking to text Vivian to see if she wants anything. As soon as I open the door, I'm greeted by someone familiar. Oh, Artemis. Lance! I was just about to knock. Great. What do you want? It's my day off. Now, don't be so testy. Are you free at the moment? No, I'm going shopping. The shops will be open well into the evening. There's something I want you to see. Artemis chuckles to himself. Trust me, it's a sight you won't want to miss. Right. Can I go now? Artemis stops laughing and gives me a serious look. This is an order, spoil sport. It has to do with a team you'll be working with in the future. Freaking fine, let's go. I got crap to do. Wonderful! To the underground elevators we go. For me. Artemis takes me down a path of the base I hadn't been to before. Anytime I try to ask where we're going, he shoots me down, telling me not to ruin the surprise. I swear, this has to be the most convoluted way to travel. When we're finally in the elevator, Artemis speaks up. Why did that this song, this background music reminds me of Liar. Should you ever go seriously injured while on the job, rest assured, you'll be taken care of here. This is where we take care of our VIP patients, though it has been a while since we had to resort to extensive treatment. Artemis keeps snickering to himself. Just before we hit our destination, Artemis takes his Axiom screen out and materializes a pair of baskets. One for each of us. I can't wait to see the look on his face. Keep me in suspense, why don't ya? How long do I have to stay? I honestly can't imagine living a life dull as yours. I'll let you know when I start caring about what you think. Maybe you'll stop wasting your time. Oh, believe me, watching you is never a waste of time. And then a subdued growl, but don't have a chance to retaliate more as the bell dings and then the door opens. Artemis adjusts his collar before stepping into the hall, motioning me to follow him. With a grunt, I do as I'm told. Again. Oh my gosh. I'm scared. Unlike Vivian's section of the underground, this area seems a lot more normal. It reminds me of the hospital floors up above, though noticeably more quality. That's saying something, considering how rich the upstairs look. They should be in room F, which is right down this hall. Artemis raises his Axiom to a sensor in front of the door. After a short, deep beep, the door slides open. Are we gonna see it? We're gonna see them, aren't we? The smell of seared flesh hits my nose rather quickly. An annoyed groan from inside follows soon after. Yep, here it is, King. Oh, frick. What the hell do you want, Weasel? Oh, come now. Don't be like that, King. I come bearing gifts. Unless that includes your resignation letter, I'll pause. I have enough headaches as it is. Sir, please keep the door closed. But of course. Come now, Lance. We walk into a rather spacious hospital room. 3 of the 8 beds are occupied with 4 nurses working. 2 of them are trying to take care of a giant rhino. They start to apply some kind of liquid to what I assume is all that's left of his left arm. He sucks in air through his teeth. Jesus, frick! Be careful with that crap! My apologies, we're almost done. Artemis inhales deeply and then exhales happily. Glad to see you're recovering well. Artemis, I don't have the patience to deal with you right now. Aw, so you normally put up with me? I know we had a good thing going. The rhino tries to sit up, but one nurse keeps him flat in the bed. A female hound is taking care of the rhino's treatment. Is she a head nurse? Please remain still, Artemis. Oh, wait, still. Artemis, you should know better than to antagonize a fellow leader. Sorry, protocol slipped my mind for a moment. Artemis heads over to the rhino's bed. He places the basket on his chest. We got you some necessities for when you're discharged, along with those awful protein bars you're a fan of. They're tricky to open. Need a hand? I've never seen Artemis fail so hard at holding his laughter in. Maybe that's what he's going for. The rhino looks like he's seeing red, clenching his fist hard enough for the veins in his one arm to bulge. Mr. Artemis! Did Artemis just... The nurse readies his hand, and then to my surprise smacks the weasel across the face. It sounded pretty hard. Much to her dismay, all it did was knock his head to the side a little. I could smell a hint of iron in the air. Artemis takes a tongue to the corner of his mouth and licks a trickle of blood. He's still smiling. It's strong as ever, Serenity. Do accept my most sincere apologies. If you keep on with your nonsense, I will be forced to write you a report. Don't forget, you can be held accountable just like the rest of us. Oh, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Then the nurse turns her attention to me. Maybe it's just because I'm on edge here, but I nearly jump out of my skin. And you, speak! What business do you have here? He's with me. I'm here to introduce him to his soon-to-be boss. What? Him? The rhino looks me over. He scoffs and waves me off. I already have a crew. And look what happened there! I was taken by surprise. I can see that's not all that was taken. I can see the nurse's hackles raise as she steps forward the weasel. He raises hands in his defense. Sorry. Won't happen again. Promise. She huffs before getting back to work. So... Artemis' voice shifts to a more serious one. Tell me what happened. We found a runaway by sheer dumb luck while roaming the streets. One thing led to another, and... this is how we ended up. King uses his thumb to point behind him, towards his team. Despite their battered appearances, they're both sleeping soundly in their beds. Artemis clicks his tongue. I never expected you to lose a fight like that. Does Dario know? Does he know? He apparently ripped me a new one earlier today. That sounds like him. He's always trying to show off his authority. I can't help but roll my eyes. Yeah, well, it wasn't unwarranted. Nearly got myself and my crew killed. Probably going to need a prosthetic to replace the arm I lost. Speaking of, how in the world did that happen? Artemis walks around the rhino's left side to get a better look. He picks up a nearby clipboard, skimming through the report. I've never heard of a weapon that could cause damage quite like this. Have you? Beats me, I wasn't paying attention. Before I knew it, there was a blinding blue light. Whatever that blast was, it went through my arm cleanly. The mechanic I spoke to earlier, he'd probably need to cleave a good chunk of it off. It's all dead at the end right now. Where's your axiom? Then no, it was a bap. Getting back here, I'll tell you that. I can imagine. So, who was this runaway? Ha, you'll get a kick out of this. I'm sure I will. It was Cyrus Cantwell. Cyrus? Oh, do tell. Artemis looks in my direction, gauging my reactions. I step up to be included in the conversation. I'm curious to know what happened. Apparently, he's been hanging out with the Resistance. We just stumbled upon them while at Golden Requiem. Golden Requiem, huh? Takes me back. We cornered him, but he had some tricks up his sleeve. A white tiger with black eyes joined up with him. I thought we could take them, no problem. And we did. I nearly choked that cat to death. I smirk. Then bam! King raises his stump. I didn't have time to finish the job, let alone capture Cyrus. I just took my men and ran. That's clearly not your style. Frick off, I'm kicking myself just thinking about it. The rhino locks eyes with me before repositioning myself. What's this about a new team member? As luck would have it, Mr. Courageous spent a considerable amount of time with Cyrus Cantwell. Is that right? Indeed. In fact, he was the one who originally found him after he escaped. Unfortunately, we weren't able to complete the transfer. Regardless, Mr. Courageous would have a wealth of knowledge in regards to Cyrus. I wouldn't say that. We weren't together for very long. Longer than most people in this day and age. I'm sure you'll be very useful in our attempts to recapture him. I gulp. Alright then, let's hear it. What have you got for us, Lance? My name is Lance. That's a sharp name. I like it. So, Lance, that floor is yours. What the frick am I doing? When I first met him, he had real bad amnesia. I took advantage of it so I could pass him off without much incident, which I kind of regret now. He was feeble and annoying, but he had a lot of knowledge about the world before the fall. Feeble, huh? Why don't you take a look at my men behind me? That was his doing, and you call this feeble? Really? He must be training. I wager he's going to join the Resistance, if he hasn't already. It would pose a very real threat if he were to ever regain his memories. Too bad. So sad. This is why I suggest you work with King. You were around Cyrus long enough to memorize his scent, right? I guess. It's been a little while, though. I open up my axiom to take out his old bandages. These old bandages still have his blood on them. Shouldn't be too difficult. Wait, what am I doing? Am I really agreeing to work to capture Cyrus? Why are you being... That would be pretty damn useful. We can put that nose of yours to work. We just have to get close enough for it to matter. Which is why, for the time being, I'm going to have Lance do the Renaissance throughout the nation. It's a long chapter. Who knows? Maybe he'll find something. Hi, Raph. Meaning? Your current job duties are to travel and try to pick up his scent. Don't worry about any admin work. We'll be fine on the front. As a former member of the Resistance, you could pick up on your old teammates' scents too. Another runaway, huh? Glad to have you then. Once I get my new arm situation, we can go bust some heads together. Rough. I'm not gonna even lie, you missed out on so much. Aaron almost dies. Not until you finish your therapy, sir. Ugh. What's in it for me? Pardon? I didn't agree to this. Or anything you've ever said. Why should I do this? Ah, you want to know what you'll be paid with? Artemis holds his chin with a paw as he thinks. His serious look fades back into a smile. Unfortunately, that isn't up to me. I'm sure you'll be rewarded handsomely for capturing our #1 target. I bite my lip. I'll think about it. The weasel chuckles. As if you have a choice. do get along with your new team, Mr. Krager. I know you don't have the best track record on that front. Artemis takes that as his cue to leave. I curse intentionally at myself, scowling internally to myself. King catches my attention. So, you got anything good in that basket too? I actually do want some more snacks, but you know. The rhino raises his stump. I completely forgot I was holding onto this thing. The handle is a bit crushed now. Guess I was gripping it too hard earlier. The name is King, by the way. King Stone. Unlike that piece of crap Weasel, I tried to at least be somewhat agreeable with the people I work with. That's already a huge improvement. The name is Lance. Lance Krager. Nice to meet you, Lance. So, how about it? I think you'll want to work with us? To capture Cyrus? I tug on my Arcadia collar. I'm considering it. Attaboy. So you're telling me Cyrus did this to you? Really? Sure did. Why? I just didn't think he had it in him. He was a wimp the last time I saw him. Ha! But it's true that he got a leg up on me. He then points to his new stump. And then some. I'll give him this. When push came to shove, he went for the kill. King points to a small dent in his neck, just above his Arcadia collar. If it were anyone else, he'd have gone straight through with his knife. Wow. I didn't really know what to think about that. I'm glad he grew a backbone, but I'll make it harder for me to capture him. He only got me like he did because I was distracted. You should see the shape the other guy was in. Oh, I'd love to. There's a knock at the door. You're kidding me! How many visitors were you expecting today? Get off my back, I'm a busy guy. It's probably the mechanic I called. Honestly. Serenity goes to open the door. As soon as she does, she straightens up and salutes. Good afternoon, sir. To what pleasure do I owe you this afternoon? I hear the voice of someone I've never heard before. At ease, soldier. Relax. It's nothing special. Is this Darius? A human? A human walks in. His attire reminds me of Artemis's. Does he really need to wear a coat like that all the way down here? He flashes a smile my way before moving past me. Wait, something about him is familiar. I've seen— Xavier?! I've seen this man before. Good afternoon, Lieutenant Dario. Dario? Descendants of Darius? I thought it was Xavier. I got scared. I really thought he's such a— okay. He's here? If I was with the Resistance, I could just finish their work for them. Oh my. Artemis wasn't lying. You're quick to scare, Lance Krager. Hey, stop! Hey. Okay, the fact that— no, but how would Xavier— yeah, it's true. I don't know. I go up and lay my ears back. What the heck did Artemis tell this psycho? I'm sure he's embellished a tad. You know how he is. I thought I'd get a good look at you myself. Look at King. He shakes his head. Well. Dario reaches into his pocket and hands me something. It looks like a letter. At least I think it is. I've never received one before. I know it's old-fashioned, but I had to deliver this to you personally. From my father. Dario is still smiling, but my heart drops. I don't understand. You're in love, Lance? It's not every day my father requested an audience with workers. Nevertheless, attendance is mandatory. See to it you make this meeting your top priority. Should you miss it, you will be executed on the spot. You are also not allowed to return to the surface without proper supervision until he deems you worthy. I'm sure you understand. Dario pulls out a remote control with his free hand. It looks familiar to the one that Artemis had when we were in the car. The Arcadia. We just met. But I want to give you some advice. Artemis only plays with his toys. I break them. Dario casually extends a letter towards me. My paw shakes as I take it from the sly human. I'm not breathing. I'm too stunned to even try to. Ooh, Snoot. There's a good boy. I love it when you folks know your place. I'll see you later this week, Lance. Try not to get yourself killed in the meantime. As quickly as he came, the human walks right out the door. Everyone in the room is stunned. I have to remind myself to breathe. When I do, I struggle. Damn, a meeting already, huh? What the frick was that? Take it easy, you're fine. Are you serious? Do you know what that man is capable of? Better than everyone. I guess you have a different perspective. You're damn right I do. You know how many of his men I've had to fight? That explains the scars on your face. I guess you're not albite. That comment is so out of left field for me that I don't process it right away. When I do, I bare my teeth. You don't know anything about me or what I've been through. Spare me the details, Fido. The bottom line is that you can't turn down that invitation. You think I don't already know that? I grab my Arcadia collar. It's all because of this thing that I'm stuck in here. Careful, it'll shock you if you tug it. I'm sure it will. Will you quit your whining already? It's getting embarrassing. King stares into my eyes. Wait, this isn't me. I can't get out of any situation. I always do. I just need to think about this rationally. What can I get out of this ordeal? I think back to Dario. His white hair. It reminds me of Cyrus. What's that? If finding Cyrus means getting you and that weasel off my back, then I'm ready to fight to get this over with. Ha! Sounds good to me. I don't even need for brats on my team. Get moving, Wolf. I look over the letter in my paw. Using a claw, I rip the top open. Inside is an ornate piece of paper along with a metallic key card. There's a time and date. 5 days from now. There's plenty of time to think of a game plan to burst out of this joint. What the heck was that? Okay, we're back. Oh! It's been a week since we were rescued from Golden Requiem. I wasn't as bad off as I initially thought, but I'm still being held for treatment. Due to the extent of my injury, I had to ask for a reschedule for my meeting with Titania. Crystal informs her of the situation. Luckily, Titania was more willing to oblige, considering the circumstances. But she couldn't give me a concrete reschedule date. I hope she doesn't back out. Crystal said she would keep in touch until then. Anyway, I've been stuck in Vita's apartment while I've been recovering. They're as intense as ever. This is a really long chapter, oh my goodness. I need you to keep still while I feed you. I groan, but do as I'm told. My throat was pretty badly bruised because of my encounter with King, but it's gotten better. I can't eat solid foods just yet, but at least I can still eat something. The tubes going in my stomach before were a fun experience. Vita spoon feeds me with some medicine. Ugh. You're making good progress, but you still shouldn't eat solid foods for another day or so. On another note, it appears your stay here won't be much longer. Whoops. Okay. I let out a sigh of relief. Bye, Ruff. Have fun. thank God. Not that I haven't enjoyed our time together, I'd love to not be confined to another room again. Vita chuckles. Not so fast, Cyrus Cantwell. There is something more we need to discuss. While running tests on your heart, I noticed there was extensive damage. I can only assume this has to do with your fight the other day. Oh, that doesn't surprise me, I guess. Please explain to me what you mean. I feel on Vita on how in my panic I had to use my perception ability much more than I was used to. Vita's expression changes from curiosity to worry. They close their eyes and appear as if they're trying to tell me something. This isn't the kind of news I like to deliver, but from what I saw, this could impact your remaining lifespan. Do not forget, your artificial heart is like a battery. Like any other battery, overuse can drastically diminish its longevity. I'm sorry to say this, but you may have knocked a couple of years off your life as a result. That was something I was afraid of. It was not an ideal situation, but you did what you had to survive. Promise me you will be more careful in the future, that or seriously reconsider joining the resistance. You know I can't do that, Vita. I've already made up my mind about this. There's no living a peaceful life in a world where I'm always hiding, and that doesn't just apply to me. I cannot argue with that, but I appreciate it and everything you've done for me. Think nothing of it. I rub my tender back. I can feel the medicine doing its job. It's a strange but soothing feeling, like none other. How's Aaron? He's doing fine, last I heard. He's a little shaken up, though. Can I see him? Maybe in a couple days. You must take care of yourself, too. I think I can manage it. Honestly, your inability to feel pain seems more detrimental than useful. You broke a few ribs, amongst other things. If you move around too much, you could reopen old wounds without realizing it. Please just rest, for once in your long life. I don't have a response for that. I've never been one to sit still, after all. I think back to that day in the black market. I've had an uneasy feeling since then. Why did Aaron leave me alone? What was the intel he was trying to get? Was it really so important that I had to be left behind? I should be mad, but I'm more worried than anything. Wait, should I be mad? I've been doing all this training to deal with situations like these. We might have gotten hurt, but my first real fight went pretty well. All things considered. Right? No, I don't know. I don't think others will see it that way. If I look at it any other way, Aaron screwed up. Big time. I still haven't told anyone what really went down. Before I can continue my thoughts, Vita's door opens. A familiar hybrid struts in. Stop, Cyrus. I see you still look like hell. I probably feel like it too, but I wouldn't know. Heh, even so, you look better than I thought you would. I do have a great doctor taking care of me. Flattery will not get you discharged faster. And you and I both know we're not doctors. Maybe we should go to school and study together. Funny. I'll go brew us some tea since we have a sudden guest. Kano comes over to sit at the end of my bed. Silver says he'll come see you when he gets back from his current mission. Kanto sighs. As soon as he brought you here, he was out the door in a hurry. That sounds like him. It really does. So how was your first proper fight? Was it everything you thought it would be? I sit back in my bed to recount the events leading up to my stay. It was nothing I'd ever experienced before. It lasted an eternity, but also felt incredibly quick, which doesn't make sense when I say it out loud. Were you scared? To an extent. Cautious might be the better word. What did scare me was seeing Aaron like that. I've seen him so beat up before. I thought Karen was pulling my leg when she called me. I went to see him earlier, but he was asleep. It's not much, but he looked peaceful while sleeping. That's good. I know he has a hard time sleeping in general. He needs a good rest. Such a hypocrite. Vita carries a tray of teacups to the both of us. Thank you. Remember to sip it to not aggravate my throat. So you do take some things I say to heart. Vita, relax. I'm joking. Could have fooled me. I feel like I'm studying for another doctorate with how much I've been lectured lately. I can't imagine staying here alone with Vita. Sounds worse than any fight. The dragon chuckles. Humph! What do you want, pussycat? Hey, don't call me. Visiting hours are almost done. Chop, chop. It's 2 in the afternoon. And since when do you have visiting hours? Since my current visitor started getting on my nerves. Kanto takes out his inventory sphere. Then I'll keep this short. Kanto types away on the screen. Silver and Karen filled me in on what happened when they found you. The only thing is, they didn't exactly see exactly how things went down. Kanto takes out another axiom from his screen. The port is crackling with sapphire blue light. What did you do back there, Cyrus? Can you be more specific? Kanto swipes on the screen of the axiom he pulled out. The screen is distorted as heck. This was recovered from the severed arm they found back in the alley. The cleanup crew scrubbed away the evidence you guys left behind. They almost threw this away in the process, since it's a well-known fact that axioms can't be hacked. Or so we thought. Kano tries to navigate the screen. He moves it between screens, but it's difficult to read anything. I do see a familiar face. King's, to be more specific. That's King. He was the one we fought. Which is why I need you to tell me what happened. I'm not sure how you did it, but anyone can access this axiom now. With enough time, I bet I can even dig into his personal files. Maybe even the inventory. I take a sip of the tea before clearing my throat. Well, it wasn't on purpose, I'll tell you that. I give Kano the rundown about my experience with the lodestar bullet I fired. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I did it out of desperation. Kano places King's oversized axiom down on the bed before pulling something else out from his inventory. It's my new gun. This was the weapon that fired it, right? I nod. I'm pretty sure it's new weaponry that Resoom is cooking up. That's what the dealer told me. You can put whatever you want in the chamber. They're gonna adjust itself to accommodate the output. And you fired an actual lodestar with this? I didn't even know you had one. Yep, the dealer said it was swiped from the transit on its way to Tenacia. I see. Cyrus, do you mind if I keep this gun for a while? Why? I'm going to see if we can reproduce it. We store lodestars down here too. If we can replicate what you did, or even refine it, we can end this war with Resoom once and for all. I'm not sure I follow. Information is power, Cyrus. If we can get enough axioms, we could reveal to the world exactly how Resoom operates. Kanto lifts up King's axiom again. This is going to be a delicate process. If I screw up, it could set us back a decade. You and I both know we don't have that law. You're telling me. Kanto stands up from my hospital bed. I'll write up an official report, but since I'm such a nice guy, I'm going to slap your name on it so you can give it to her yourself. Huh? I didn't exactly discover it. It was an accident. Accident or not, we wouldn't have found it without you. Other than escaping, you don't have much to your name. You have a meeting with Titania soon, don't you? Take the win. Use this to your advantage. Don't worry, I don't mind giving this to you. You've been a great help. Aww. Kano stuffs the gun in King's axiom into his own screen. Hold on. You're not leaving, are you? So what if I am? I need you to babysit Cyrus Cantwell for a couple of hours. Excuse me? I have errands to run and things to buy. So order them on your axiom. I also want to stretch my legs and take my own advice. I need a break. Seriously? I think I'll be fine on my own. I know you're going to try to leave the second I walk out that door. Gah. I won't be gone long. A couple hours isn't exactly a short period of time. I have some board games you two can play while I'm gone. That's not the point. I have things to do. I'll tell the fox that you abandoned Cyrus in his time of need. Kano bites his tongue. Time in to save the hybrid from himself. Actually, I had something I wanted you to look at for me. I got some old tech and I wanted to see if you could fix it. Like what? I'll be off then. Have fun, you two. This is a really long... Wait! Before the dragon could stop Vita, they exit and close the door. Freaking... Ugh. Sorry you got roped into this. It's whatever. Kano pops back down on the hospital bed, pounding a bit. Well, what did you want me to look at? Open my Axiom screen and take out the game consoles Dad left for me. My dad left me these before the fall. I tried turning them on, but I think the batteries are dead. One of them can be recharged, but I'm worried they won't be able to handle the voltage of today's time. Kano extends a paw. I place both of them in his palm. They look a lot smaller when he's holding him. Then, his annoyed attitude starts to melt away as he inspects the consoles. Oh, I've never seen anything like this before. Probably the last ones in existence. No kidding. Do you mind if I open them up? That makes me apprehensive. Don't worry, I'm sure I can put them back together. I just need to know what I'm working with. I bring my knees to my chest. Alright, just be careful. They call me a pussycat for nothing, you know. I chuckle at that. Fair enough. Oh, and there's one more thing. Open my Axiom screen one more time and take out the gun Lance gave me forever ago. As you are most likely aware, my memory isn't what it used to be. Ah, I remember this. Need me to unlock it finally? Might as well, right? An extra weapon in my arsenal wouldn't hurt. Sorry for giving you this extra work suddenly. And right after I offered you free services too. Wow. Kano chuckles and gives me a thumbs up. I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. I got this. I nod. My memories from the days I spent with that wolf can be so fuzzy at times. When I got my memories back, it felt like my brain just shoved that whole week into the back of my mind. It's strange, but that's how it is. I can only really remember the very end of it, when Aaron was being hospitable with me. So many things have changed since then, huh? I guess anything before that wasn't that important anyway. The next hour and a half goes by in a comfortable silence. Kanto is now sitting at Vita's desk, meticulously taking apart the console with 2 screens. I try to fiddle with the single-screen gaming system, though without power, there's not much I can do with it. He only breaks concentration to occasionally ask me something, mainly about my past. I let him know that my dad used to play a lot of games and he collected them for a good while. I wasn't super into them, in all honesty. I was more interested in creating music. Even now, I regret not spending more time with him. Kanto finally gets all of these...
No, you haven't.
Huh? Oh. Kano finally gets all its pieces sorted on the desk and then stands up to stretch. It takes all my time, all my energy to not say big stretch. Well, I think I've disassembled it all. I think you're right. This thing won't survive being plugged into the power sources we have now. That being said, I bet I could engineer an adapter for it. How long do you think that'd take? I'd say a week, tops. Doesn't seem that complicated. Wow. Well, how much would I owe you? Right, like you can afford my services. Kano smirked. It's fine. I'm getting the chance to work with ancient tech. That's payment enough. He pops his chest out proudly. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. No way I could turn this down, payment or not. Still... Shut up. I said it's fine. I was going to do it even if you didn't ask. Now pipe down. I'm trying to put it back together. Sir, yes sir. While Kanto is working again, I start going through my axiom. I see a missed message from Silver. Message... Mission taking longer than I thought. I'll see you in a few days. Rest up. Getting out of service. Don't expect anything from me till then. Good luck. See, a message not sent. I sigh. So, do you mind if I ask you something? You just did, but go ahead. How are you and Silver, doing? Kano stops what he's doing and doesn't respond right away. I regret asking almost immediately. If I couldn't get Silver to talk, why did I think that Kanto would? Things could be better. I just don't know how to get there. Why do you ask? I haven't known both of you very long. Judging by everyone's reaction, it looks like y'all are in a rough patch. It's been like this for a long time. Do you want to talk about it? There's not much to talk about. Silver doesn't trust me enough to confide in me, and there's not much I can do about it. He loves you. Don't say things like that. Why not? I've seen how easily he opens up to you. I gulp. I'll be honest. When I heard he was moving in with you, it set me off more than I thought it would. But when I calmed down, I came to the realization that we're probably not going to last much longer. Oh, I've come to accept that. You still love him though, right? Kano doesn't say anything. Oh. I pause, trying to think of what to say to him. Hey, do you remember the surprise party a few months ago? That was the first time I saw you and Silver together. I've never seen you smile like that before, or since. And the way you dote on him, it's very sweet. Kano remains silent and fixes his eyes to the ground. You know, the benefit of being his roommate is that I picked up on what his moods look like. He missed you, for sure. Since that day, I've never seen him look so genuinely happy. I'm not a relationship expert, but I don't know. I think y'all have something special. Oh yeah? Someone's an optimist today, he says in his usual sarcastic tone. Just take a look around. The world's gone to crud. But you both are still trying to make a relationship work. Hell, look at Silver. He's out there risking his life as we speak. Some's like him. He can be annoyingly stubborn. We both know that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, even though he's being distant, I don't think he's trying to hurt you on purpose. That doesn't make it any easier. I get that, but I just know he appreciates you being there for him when he needs you. I just wish he needed me more, you know? Yeah, I do. He's self-sacrificing to a fault. Kano smirks. Sounds like someone else I know. What do you mean? Let's face it, Cyrus. You're the walking definition of a martyr. Even now, you're trying to make me feel better over something that's not even your fault. Kano sighs and crosses his arms. Damn it. You're making this harder for me. You know what? It's over. I've already accepted that. Trust me, I wanted to make it work, but it's not happening. You say that, but why haven't you broken up with him then? The dragon is surprised by my question. I don't know. Maybe I'm waiting for something. He looks away from me when he responds, as if dodging the question. It's not like I want this to be over, but Silver's even really trying? He just keeps leaving me in the dark. I sigh in defeat. Kanto is right. He has every reason to be upset. You're not wrong. I get shut down every time I bring it up with him too. Kano groans and rests his chin on his palm. Anyway, thank you for trying to talk to him. Kanto looks a little bit embarrassed and scratches his head. I know I can be a dick sometimes, but maybe we got off on a wrong foot, but maybe you're a cool guy, Cyrus. That's all. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was taking my anger out on you specifically. I think part of me actually was. So, I'm sorry for how I acted. That's okay, I understand. I never took it personally. Regardless, I'm sorry. I appreciate you talking with me. Kano takes a moment to collect himself and then whispers something under his breath. I just want to know what's going on with him. That's all. Sorry, just talking to myself. I see. Well, thanks for keeping me company. Of course. Listen, if Silver really wants to make it work, he needs to talk to me. If it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'll hear him out of it if he's ready. How's that sound? It doesn't hurt to try, right? Kano nods and crosses his arm, looking lost in thought. It's been a while since I've given relationship advice, but I hope I did okay. Kanto is smiling. I think he's really going to try to make it work. I hope that they can. After all said and done, Kanto cleared his throat. Annie, where the frick is Vita? They should have been back by now. The door slides open, revealing Vita under casual outfit. Well, that was... okay. Sorry about the wait. There was a good sale in town. How's going to the surface treating you? It's still a little nerve-wracking. I'm glad I had someone act as a bodyguard for me. Who? Boo! Hina jumps from the doorframe. Only Kano jumps. Jesus frick. Gotcha! Karen walks in with a couple of bags to plop on my bed. Hey, Sai, you feeling okay? So. But I can't complain. What you got there? This is a really long stream. Holy crud-a-moly. Did I just say? Anyway. Since the gym is off limits for you, I thought I'd get you some healthy food to eat while you're recovering. I already told her that you can't eat solid food for a little while longer. Which is why I'm going to blend it all up. I go. Thanks, Karen. That sounds wonderful. Anything for a friend. Karen rummages in her bag. Speaking of, I got something for you to do so you're not bored out of your skull. She tosses something small at me. It's a brace. It'll help improve your grip strength. Oh, nice. I needed something to fidget with. Where's my brace? Brace! It's here somewhere, but I can't find it. Anyway, my ADHD has been going crazy while I'm sitting in bed with barely anything to do. Because I love Doodle Wuffs new. Whatever. If you don't need my services anymore, I'll be on my way. Yes, thank you very much. Same, thanks again. Don't mention it. When Cyrus getting discharged? Within the next week. Mr. Wolf, Critters Wolf, and Doodle Wolf are all just Switch PNGs, so why is one of them 2K? I don't know why. I think it's because people... I actually don't know why. Good question. Anyway, sounds good. I'll be around in the meantime. Kano takes his ponytail out and heads to the door. Let me know if you need anything, Cyrus. Sure, thanks. As Kano exits, Karen looks at me with confusion. Since when are you two so buddy-buddy? I shrug. Give him some credit, he's not that bad. Oh, I know. He's just a bit of a dick sometimes. And that's what makes him endearing. Whatever you say. She turns toward Vita. Need anything else while I'm here? Not particularly. Thank you for your help. I'll perform your next maintenance free of charge. Sweet! See you both later then. Gotta get back to the gym. Without even a chance to reply, she runs out of the room. I can hear Vita quietly chuckle in the corner as they prepare another pot of tea. Makes me happy to see them enjoying themselves. Another cup? Cyrus can't, well, I'd love one, thank you. Ooh, very nice. Should I end here? Ugh. The next couple of days are uneventful. I'm finally able to eat solid foods on my own again. Karen and Kando checked up on me frequently and kept me company. When it's just me and Vita, I let them work on whatever they are in the middle of instead of chatting. True to the workaholic I am, I started reviewing the report Kano sent me and began filling it with more of my own intel. I haven't forgotten about my meeting with Titania, and now I have some relevant information to share with her. I haven't heard of Crystal in a while, and I'm getting a little antsy waiting for a follow-up. That is until she surprises me with a visit. Crystal! My! You certainly bounced back quickly. Helps I have a skilled doctor taking care of me. I can hear Vita groan in the background. Yes, Snoop? This is true. Vita has been on our care for a long time. Yes, Snoop? And has in turn taken care of many victims of Resoom. What? Crystal pulls up a chair to sit next to my bed. I am unfortunately a very busy woman. I have broadcasts starting in an hour and a half. Or in an hour I'll have to attend, so I'll cut to the chase. Oh yeah, no, Stu, I saw this. I'm thinking of going to what's it called? My local bookstore to buy it, so I can buy it. Yeah, I love Blades of Fury. It's such a good book. What the heck? Why is it? Oh no! What? It's still like that. Why is it like this? Anyway. I'll cut to the chase. Do you still want to meet with Titania? I cut her off. Yes. Really now? You're not scared? I'm terrified. I'm well aware of how lucky I was, but even so, I want to help in any way I can. It's as simple as that. If only it was... Crystal takes out her axe game and starts to type on the screen. Regardless, it's your choice to make. We won't force you to live in your life in secrecy. That being said, are you prepared to show yourself back into heck? With all due respect, ma'am, that's been my reality for the past few centuries. I'll be fine. Use me as a soldier I know I can be. I stare into her eyes with determination. Crystal is the first to break eye contact. She turns back to her axiom to type some more before swiping the screen away. Your meeting with Titania will be in 3 days at 10 a.m. sharp. I've messaged you where our meeting will be. I look forward to it. I pull up my axiom screen. I already have my report ready to go. Is that right? Mind giving a little me a preview? Sorry, it's a secret. You'll see. Can't blame a reporter for trying to get the scoop first. Crystal stands up from her chair. Her heels clack as she heads towards the door. I look forward to seeing the results, Cyrus. Likewise. She gives me a nod before she exits. Rita gets up from their desk to hand me a cup of tea. With that out of the way, you're free to leave. You think so? It's mainly for my own sanity. I'm getting tired of the constant noise. Fair enough. Can I finish this cup of tea first? Yes. Leave it on the table when you're done. Rita pats a bag at their hip. I'm heading to the garden to do some work. If you need me, don't. Hear you loud and clear. I smile at Vita. Have a good day, Cyrus Cantwell, and take care of yourself, please. I raise my cup to them. You do the same, and thank you again for taking care of me. Don't mention it. With that, Vita also takes their leave. I stare at my reflection in the tea. It's going to be an exciting next few days. My tapping foot is the only sound I can hear in the hallway. Fidgeting, I check the time. It's 9:55. Crystal will be here at any moment. Oh wait, are we at the thingy? Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna stop there because it has been 2 hours and 30 minutes. And this is the meeting, so I'll do the meeting later. But holy crud. This is a really long, what's it called? This is a really long thingy. Anyways, I will end it there. I have it saved. Yep, main menu. Yep. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you all for joining me on this, like, roller coaster. Oh my god.